Oh, there it is. Championship weekend. SCRS. Ferrari. GT3 Challenge. OCR TV. Coming at you hot and heavy. Heavier than a Zeppelin. But hotter than that one Zeppelin that engulfed in flames. Race 1 of 2 tonight.
Really?
Yeah, we just,
Is our audience even old enough to know what that is?
probably not.
Do they even teach the Hindenburg anymore?
Although I don't think I have access to the demographics of the audience here, but
White male, 18 to 34.
probably yeah. In any event, we got the SCRS series coming at you. Their last weekend of the season number 2. We're at Sebring. That's Thomas. I'm Wendell. We're here to bring you flag-to-flag coverage of both races tonight. Thomas, are you feeling good about this?
Oh, I'm feeling fantastic because this one might be late afternoon, but the next one, nighttime. So it's only going to get better from here.
Shit. Well, real fast, we're going to just smash you through this. Richardson on the pole. Surprise, surprise. Kurt Crum sitting P2. Antoine Tisdale showed a lot of speed in practice. He's sitting P3. St. Germain 4th. Brian Saul 5th. And Jay DeCouja rolling off P6.
It's like he's got speed or something. From what I've heard. The man with a plan there, burning it off. What's that? P7, Correa P8, Andrew Mickey P9, Shepard P10, and the rest of your field is going to be Hong, Garber, and Jay Hall there. Gonna roll shotgun Charlie. That's our good buddy Trey McLandry Reynolds there. What's that?
Well, they're tacking him out, Thomas. Banging him off the rev limiter. I don't know if you should do that in a Ferrari. Somebody, 2 false starts in the back of the field.
Yeah.
They're gone. They're rolling. Kurt Crum a little sideways. Somebody on the wall back there. It's not a good way to start off your championship weekend.
I believe that's Dan Garber already in the wall. Is that Richardson pulling off? I believe it is. I believe he had some technical gremlins there.
Well, the good news for him is he doesn't really need to do anything tonight.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he had some major connection issues or software issues. Looks like actually quality issues in his connection. Net neutrality.
In effect, you were wondering what it is, folks. That is a direct result of it.
Without a doubt.
He didn't pay extra to play iRacing.
Speaking of the start, looks like Dan Garber jumped and waited and then floored it and was maybe trying to miss a slower car and just ran right to the side of Mr. Hall there. So tough break for both those guys right at the start here.
Indubitably.
Meanwhile, when there's one green car, Wendell, there's 2.
Absolutely. And the Mean Green Machines continuing their domination of race number 1 here in the SCRS Ferrari Challenge Series. Antoine Tisdale, he's out front. We got St. Germain has slotted himself into P2 with Kurt Crum of Kurt's Cab. He's P3. Then we've got amateur championship contender J.D. Cousier.
Contender? How about we just go ahead and slap that one down? He is the amateur champion, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, your 2017 Season 2 amateur champion Jonathan DeCousier right there on your screen.
If you look it up in the dictionary where it says consistency, it's pretty much got his car, his number, and his picture right there, just saying, hey, this is me.
We got Kurt. He's taking a peek down to the inside of St. Germain there. He's got position. Doesn't have him cleared yet, but should have a slight advantage coming into 1 here.
St. Germain got a good run, though.
He did indeed. Maybe
that
trying
pass
the crossover.
Is extremely hard here tonight, Wendell, on that final corner, because this car, probably one of the sketchiest setups we've ran all year. So,
indubitably.
We'll get it done, though.
I knew we'd get indubitably in before the end of the year, and we did. We nailed it. Kurt making his way around St. Germain, P2 for Kurt's Cap.
See if he has anything to match Mr. 470 up here. I don't know. He had some pretty good pace. I can tell you Justin didn't leave the room and come back in, so I'm not sure. Maybe was a little quick to have a modem reset, so it might have had some hardware issues there.
Well, you never know with these things. Oh, we got Retro Monger in chat coming in. Team DeCousier, shake and bake. But unfortunately, DeCousier got a little bit of ground to make up on Saint Germain, who's got a little ground to make up on Kurt Crum, who's got a little bit of ground to make up on Antoine. This is Dale coming back from the dead.
He's looking like Dale tonight.
Indeed, and you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but you know, old Senior wasn't too shabby on road courses.
Yeah, not terrible. Probably one of the original Corvette gang there.
Yeah, he was no Jeff Gordon at Sonoma, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
But interesting note, Thomas. We've got a Mickey in the top 6.
And it's not the one you'd think.
Yeah, because the other one's not here due to work schedules.
Oh, really? Because rumor has it he was asleep in his bed.
Interesting. Yeah, I was just guessing.
Andrew coming off the big amateur win, I believe in race 2 last week at Kansas. So that seems like it was a month ago now. But yeah, he's riding that momentum. This is one of his favorite tracks. So I'll look for him to maybe put together a pretty good race here.
Well, he's showing P6 overall. He's 3rd place in the amateur running here tonight, race number 1.
Can't forget about the guy. Well, forget about the guy right in front of him. Words are hard. Mr. Brian Song. Remember, he was on a little honeymoon trip last week, if I believe that was the case. Remember? I think that was him. So,
indeed.
He's back this week, full force. Said, honey, I gotta go race. So you can just
listen, babe,
entertain yourself.
Honeymoon's over. I'm going to go back to the Ferrari challenge. It's where my heart truly lies.
She's like, sure, I'm gonna go shopping.
Yeah. In any event, we are single file, nose to tail. Quite a bit of distance between each of these cars, but I don't know, Thomas, if you think back to the end of season number 1, the closing laps of Sebring were pretty damn exciting.
Yeah, one of the closest finishes we've ever had. It was like .025 or something ridiculous. But
yeah, it was something ridiculous, yeah.
I don't know if we'll get that today. I mean, it's still early. Kurt's been known to turn the wick up here at the end of these races, so maybe we'll see if he can save something here and run down the green machines. There's no love lost between the yellow and the green cars, so we'll see if we can end the day on a high note, because, you know, once this is over, you get to take a little break, so we might want to put it all on the table tonight.
Well, looking back, we've got DeCousier. He's made his way around Saint Germain, moving him up to P3. He's looking to hunt down Kurt's cab there.
It looks like Saint Germain's struggling just a little bit as the run goes on. Like I said, not the easiest setup to drive tonight, so.
No, and I guarantee you none of these boys are using a controller.
No, I don't think so. Wow. Just noticed ran at 2:07. That's as quick as he ran in practice, actually slower than he qualified.
Yeah, but Kurt, right behind him, ran 9/100ths faster.
Yeah, as I said, he's kind of, you know, that's the typical Kurt. Kind of comes to him as the race goes along here, so.
Indeed, and if Tisdale keeps dropping wheels off, it's going to allow Kurt to catch up to him. Maybe we will have another solid finish. I believe because Kurt was involved in that finish, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it was at Matthew St. Germain and Justin.
It was, okay.
I think Kurt, I don't know what happened to Kurt that night.
Well, he was there in spirit.
Sure, yes.
Yeah. And stuff.
Things and whatnot.
Right. As we ride on the roll bar of Kurt's cab, see directly out the front windshield of this Ferrari here, which costs more than my annual salary. The windshield, not the car.
Both of us combined.
Yeah, squared. Yeah.
Actually, I'm not sure how much a 488 is. It's
more than I'm ever willing to spend on a vehicle.
Is it $250?
Yeah, no. If it's $250, I'm buying a house. Okay.
No, they don't seem like they would be that much.
You can't live in a car. Realistically.
I mean, you can.
Not a
It's
Ferrari.
not advisable. Oh no, not a Ferrari.
You could probably deck out a minivan or something.
I know you can buy 2 Ferraris for the price of one Ford GT. So
Yeah, yeah. No.
the new Ford GT, that is. Because, you know, Ford and whatnot.
Yeah, because... Yeah. Anyway, we are halfway through this, well, almost halfway through this race number 1.
Yeah, Kurt is kind of right there with him on and off. A couple hundreds here, a couple hundreds there.
He's definitely running slightly faster laps, but when we say slightly, I mean 2 3/100ths of a second.
Yeah, definitely not fast enough to even catch by the human eye, really. So I'll say Saint Germain has not let Kuja get away here. They've been matching times just about as quick as well, not as quick, but as quick together as Kurt and Tisdale have up there. So see if they can maybe keep their ongoing battle here. Of course, you got to remember the 3 of the top 4 are pros with 1 amateur in the mix. So
Indubitably.
you can't forget about Brian Song there. He hasn't lost too much ground to these guys. So he's, you know, any mistake up here and he can definitely capitalize.
Yeah, he's definitely within the mistake range.
Looking through here, I think another guy that's kind of shocked. He hasn't been making up any time recently here is Bernie. He's kind of stuck back in P7 here around Andrew. And I believe is that Correa? Yeah, so he's kind of stuck there between those 2 cars. He's normally a little bit further up the pack, so Sebring showing its strengths here with knocking a few guys down the running order. Tough old track. I don't recall if you've ever raced here in Wendell, but it's pretty tough.
No, I have absolutely never raced here on the iRacing simulator.
It's flat, kind of like the Silverstone, but it's so much rougher. So
But we are 5 laps to go.
it's only like half an hour at Sebring. So.
Yeah, seriously. We got Tisdale out front. Kurt in his cab. He's rocking P2 right now. We got a battle shaping up between DeCousier and Saint Germain here for 3rd and 4th place. Brian Son of Penguin RC. He's rounding out your top 5. We got Eric Milka. He's sitting in 6th, but he's got a mirror full of Bernie and Correa right now.
Bernie's turning the wick up a little bit there. His ears must have been burning when I was talking about him. So.
Indeed, he's going to be looking for the advantage here on Eric Miggy. Not going to get it there, but yeah, he definitely caught up to him pretty well.
Without a doubt. You know, this is going to set up an interesting dynamic for race 2, because that's going to invert Justin to the pole the way it sits now. Oh, his Tisdale makes a little mistake there off the corner. Going to allow Kurt to gain a little more ground.
Yeah, and Kurt, the last time by, 3/100ths of a second faster again. He's gonna have to turn it up a little bit more than that if he wants to get up to him by the end of this race.
Should be getting into draft range here though, down this long backstretch. Should be able to make up a little more time. I believe we heard DeCousier say he was going to let Saint Germain go by there.
Interesting strategery there from the 39 car of DeCousier.
Smart move, because, like I said, he's not racing him for actual points. So, gotta be careful though, because the next guy behind him is for points. That's Brian. So,
yeah, it looks like Saint Germain has rebounded, figured out what was going on there, and he's moving his way back forward. But right now, the battle between Kurt Crum and Antoine Tisdale here at the front.
oh, I hadn't said this in a while. Well, it's definitely hotting up.
Oh, it's hotting up. It's like cottonwood falling like snow in July.
feel like Kurt's gonna have to be pretty aggressive to get around him, but you know, we've seen some aggressive moves in this season, so
We have indeed. No, there's nothing like the last race of the season to continue that.
you know, Kurt's probably a little bitter about last week after getting put in the wall early on, so I'm gonna try and flex a little muscle here.
Just, just pull the bicep out and squeeze a little bit.
Just put a little more blue paint on that yellow car. So.
Yeah.
Green plus yellow makes blue.
Doo-doo.
Yeah, definitely the battle to watch at the moment. So.
Yeah, absolutely, and we're gonna stick with this one till another battle presents itself. But yeah, Morris, I think you were right. After the last lap, Kurt was able to hit that draft zone down this long straightaway, and he's been there ever since.
Ooh,
pulling the crossover.
Man, that's tight contact. They're both gonna spin. Both to the inside wall.
No, Tisdale definitely missed it.
Oh, he missed it? Yeah, okay. Still gonna cost him a lot of time, though. It's gonna hand the lead back to Matthew St. Germain.
Indeed. And it looked like DeCoudre's gonna get around here, too. It's rather unfortunate, but...
That was, I have to take a better look at that one. That was a little close for comfort there.
Indeed.
Either way, now we've really got a battle here because these two guys in front have not had the pace of this 470. So we'll see if he can maybe dispatch them again.
Yeah, and with 3 to go, that's looks like they're running about a second slower than the 470 of Tisdale there, but yeah, it's one thing to be slower, but it's another thing to be behind the slower car.
Yeah. Well, we just saw what can happen. I mean, I don't know how you'd even call the wreck with Tisdale and Kurt. He stuck it in there and there was contact, but no one went in with ill intent or over driving for that matter. Just kind of came together.
Yeah, just a little bit of incidental.
That's not a corner where you can really do anything because when you start hitting the bumps, I mean, you know yourself, Wendell, even in like NASCAR tracks, when you start hitting certain bumps, you kind of just lose control of where that car is going to go.
I think the expression "weebles wobble wobble," but they don't fall down.
Sometimes they do fall down.
Weeble wobbles, wobble.
Weeble wobbles, but they don't fall down.
Yeah.
That's
Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
I mean, if anything, it's one of those incidents where you say, well, Kurt got the short end of that shaft, really. So.
Yeah.
And yes, Tisdale lost the lead, but Kurt lost a hood and pretty much, I mean, he's still running, but he's in P7, so. See if Tisdale can apply the pressure here.
Well, he's looking to apply the pressure like a tourniquet. We got what's going to be 2 to go here in the line. We got St. Germain out front, DeCoudre second, Tisdale third. DeCoudre gonna give that spot up. Yeah.
That's pretty classy. I think he wants to see this battle for the pro, though.
No, I think he wants to see these two make contact so he can win this race.
Like, if you two get out. I mean, a green car not winning race 1, Wendell, has that happened this season?
I don't know that that's a thing. So if St. Germain can keep his nose clean, keep it green, he's what you gotta say, sitting in the catbird seat, looking pretty.
I'm on the chat right now. Go get him, you filthy Canadian bastard.
Oh my god.
That's not wise, amateur. That's a class act. You let him go. Sometimes you gotta pick your battles.
Yeah, I had to learn that the hard way.
I still don't know what to do there, so
yeah.
Just run it right in there, wide open, I guess.
I mean, pretty much. You can pretty much never go wrong with that. I mean, until it goes wrong.
Especially if they're from Brazil, you might as well just go ahead and give yourself a 4X and get it over with.
Oh, if there's a guy behind you from Brazil, you just, yeah, that's 4X. Just guaranteed.
You can't even yell at him because he doesn't speak English. So.
Well, Then you got to figure out whether he speaks Spanish or Portuguese.
Yeah. If they need like a number code you can give them that's equivalent to like cussing them out, because numbers are the same for everybody.
11792.
Not
Well,
his mother.
even so, they pronounce them differently. So.
Yeah, but
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
number's a number, bro.
Hi, puppy. As we have Tisdale closing that gap to St. Germain, coming out of the last corner. We are one more lap to go, race number 1.
He thought about it.
Tisdale taking the peeky peek. St. Germain.
St. Germain said, "Look, I won here last time, bud. I'm not gonna lose."
I'm defending winner, champ. Well, St. Germain has it. Tisdale wants it. And
I think if he can just stay in the draft range, though, Wendell, he probably can make a move in the final corner.
Yeah.
I mean, not that anything's ever gone wrong there. So.
No, nothing ever happens there.
He has to be careful, though, because Takuja's right there. So any mistake by these guys, he could pounce. Like a puma in a forest? I don't really know.
Yeah.
Mountain lion, I guess. No, what's the other version? What's the
cougar?
There we go.
Cougar.
Yeah.
Big fan of cougars, by the way.
I bet you are.
I mean, not the kind that live in forests, but in any event, Tisdale definitely pushing it to the limit.
Yeah, lost a little time there, though.
Yeah, and he's got essentially a rear bumper full of Decoosier.
Yeah, Canada's finest right there behind him trying to make the move.
Yeah, we are heading down this long-ass straightaway.
Rumor has it this used to be an airport, Wendell.
I have heard that speculation.
Almost like it's true.
Yeah.
Oh, too little too late, though, for Tisdale. Not going to be able to make the move there.
It is indeed. Winner, chicken dinner. Matthew St. Germain, report to victory lane.
Gonna start calling him Mr. Sebring.
Indeed.
And Mr. Kujar there does hang on to P3 overall once again, and first class amateur there.
True.
Might be the reason he's the champion for amateur class.
But we got St. Germain donut burnouts, banging it off the rev limiter again.
Did you see chat?
No, we can't see that. Oh, wow.
That's good.
Fat kid on a smile. Oh my God. Well, here's your amateur class. Oh, excuse me. Wrong button. We got your pro class winner, Matthew St. freaking Germain. He's bringing home the win for race number 1. Oop, wrong button. We got Decoosier taking home your amateur win here in race number 1. So, yeah.
Can't say it didn't have its drama in it, so
indubitably.
Definitely found its moments there. We'll see what race 2 gives us. As we said, I believe Justin's going to get inverted to the pole, so that should probably change some things.
Yeah, it certainly appears that way.
I believe he was the last running car. If not, he's going to start really close to the front, which is bad news for Kurt and Tisdale and St. Germain.
Indeed. Well, it may be time to pick up that St. Germain interview. I believe that's the only one that's in there.
Let's see if I can grab him and shake him up real quick. Well, Wendell, he's going to be called Mr. Sebring now because he's won 2 in a row here at Sebring. Mr. Matthew St. Germain there.
Thanks, fellas. A little bit of luck on my side both times I've won here, but say Mr. Horseshoe at Sebring, yeah, for sure.
Well, I mean, you just have to not hit cars. Apparently, that's the key to winning here, just not getting into contact with other people.
Yeah, that's definitely big for sure. That's all I was hoping for, to be honest. I was just trying to stay clean. And I saw that Kirk was catching Tisdale, and I was always hoping is they'd get into some accident because there was only a 3 second gap or 4 second gap between us. And coming around that last corner, I was like, no way, yellow flag. And that actually happened.
I was going to
So,
say, Saint Germain looked like you there at the beginning of the race, looked like it fell back a little bit. Say with 5 laps to go, something happened. Somebody lit a fire under that butt. You started moving forward. Tell us about that.
I couldn't find the front end. I was really having a hard time feeling the front end and getting it out of the corner without it pushing. And I guess just with the wear, with the right fuel load by the end of the race and the tires just wore down a bit. I don't know. I felt it a bit. Like I was making a couple of mistakes in the chicanes, but I was feeling the front end much nicer, so it did help.
well, the good news is you get to win race 1. The bad news is you get inverted for race 2, and it's going to be a night race. So how difficult do you think that's going to be for you guys? You know, the braking markers kind of get uh, taken away, really, some of them, and then how bumpy and rough the setup was for race 1. You think it's going to be that much more different at night, or just going to have to kind of play it and see how it goes?
I don't think the night difference here at this track because it's lit up pretty well during the night. So I don't think it, as long as you know it pretty well, I don't think it should make that much of a difference. But the setup, I think you got it spot on there. The setup is going to be really interesting with the cool night. It'll be really interesting to see if the front's going to grip or is it just going to understeer and push like crazy.
Well, there's one way to find out. We'll wait for the awesome Andrew Mickey to set the room up here, and we'll see what you guys can bring us here. Hopefully, we'll see you charge to the front here in race 2.
10-4, guys. I appreciate it. I
And
look forward to seeing you.
I will say this before we leave. I'm very disappointed that we haven't seen the Rainbow Kitty Cat Love Pup car lately.
I had to change it, fellas. I'm sorry, but the first, I've had a lot of bad luck. I was getting to a lot of incidences. Just a lot of carnage, and I found a lot of amateurs in the series weren't respecting the paint job in the car because they were blocking very, very, very outrageously. So I had to change the paint job, and knock on wood, it's been working.
I have to say the Lenovo Gaming has paid dividends, but we still miss the Rainbow Kitty Cat Love Pup car.
I'll tell you what, fellas, if a lot of things go well, maybe I'll bring it back next season.
There it is. You heard it
We'll
out of
hold
the
you to
mouth. You heard it out of the mouth of the legend himself.
Well, I don't know, Wendell. I mean, I've had that happen before. I had to change paint schemes because honestly, you think that's about the only thing left you could change to turn your luck around. So,
Yeah. Well, looks like we got a JD down there. Let's get him in
yeah,
here
it's
so we
like,
can take a damn break.
it's like he wants to get interviewed.
Well, apparently.
Well, there he is, Wendell. Once again, P3 overall for winner in amateur class, and honestly had a good shot at the win, but pulled over to let those 2 pro guys try and settle it out. Wendell had a little bet there, Jonathan, that maybe you're hoping you'd see a little action again between the leaders and you could steal the win overall.
Yeah, it's pretty much what I was hoping for.
Nailed it.
When I went let Saint Germain by, it was just, I mean, we were pacing with each other, and I figured he's probably a little quicker, and if I can get a bit of a draft from him, I can pull away from Brian behind me, and that's what we did. So it worked out.
It's like this guy knows what he's doing, Wendell.
Yeah, I don't know. Apparently we have a graphic for that too.
Yeah, it's kind of like when they call you a champion or something.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that since we got him in here. 2017 amateur class season 2 champion Jonathan DeCousier. The only driver to have a damn fan club in the chat, which is pretty awesome, by the way.
Yeah, I forced them to watch.
It's fine. You know, you tell a guy you're gonna hit him with a bat if he doesn't watch. I mean, I'd probably watch. Maybe it's just me.
The reviews of you. Well,
But no.
Jonathan, you get to reset and do it again for race 2 in the nighttime next time with a what we've heard from a few guys in practice and then saw in the race with not the best setup in the world. So, what's your attack plan for race 2 here?
I got a really good result in race 1, so race 2, it's just stay clean and pick my spots. There's no need to be crazy aggressive now. We got the championship locked down. So let's go out there and see what we can do. I just tried the night Sebring track, probably about a half hour before the race, and I'll tell you, in VR, it's very different. So we'll see how it goes with other cars and headlights and everything else.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You're running VR?
Yes, sir.
Wait, why are
Oh,
we just
man.
finding out about this?
No kidding.
I got to keep something to myself.
Fair enough, fair enough. But if by some weird chance we don't get to talk to you again, though, congrats again on the Season 2 championship.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate that.
And personally, I look forward to seeing how far you can come back through the field.
Well, we're gonna try, but we won't be crazy about it.
He won't be crazy, Wendell. I'm pretty sure we'll see him in the top 3.
I would dump my mother for a top 5. I'm just saying.
mean,
Saying.
well, what do you say we take that break and reset for race 2 and see what drama unfolds in this one?
I do like the idea that before we do that, Thomas, though, we got to smash them with these unofficial results, as well as the damn fastest lap award, which isn't working. But Penguin RC Simulation, brought to you by Brian Sawn. He's passing out fastest lap awards, and I believe that honor for that race belongs to none other than a driver of the Mean Green Machines, Antoine Tisdale, with a 2-minute .790 second lap. Man,
Flying.
literally just laid jet fuel on the track, set it on fire, boom, got him.
Curious though, because he may have set fastest lap, but he definitely was struggling with some tire wear. So we'll see what he can do in race 2 to maybe help that problem.
Yeah, and I had no idea it was going to be a night race, so this ought to be interesting.
Well, let's hope it is. That's what the schedule said. It's up to the room creator for this to happen.
Oh, yeah, well, we'd probably be back in the GTE car. Oh, did I say that out loud? I thought it was
That's a long story, people.
Yeah.
If you're wondering why one of our other streams is 20 minutes longer than it should have been, that's why.
Oh, that's why. But in any event, that's Thomas. I'm Wendell. Give us a few moments to reset, and as soon as it's available, we'll bring it back to you. Race 2 of 2, the last race of the season, the last race of 2017. We'll be back soon. Here it is. Race number 2 of 2. Hot action. Sebring. The nighttime is the right time. Boys, it is dark.
Dark 30.
Dark 30. Super duper dark 30. But in any event, we got a pace lap this time. We got a rolling start here for race number 2. We got an inverted field. But the boys definitely didn't want to see that because that puts none other than Mr. Justin Richardson right up there on the pole. So these boys got their work cut out for them. We got Hall rolling off P2. Hong starting in the 3rd position. Correa 4th. Kurt's Cab. Kurt Crum rolling off P5 tonight with Bernie rolling off P6.
Man who scored a top 5 in race 1, Brian Song, gonna roll off P7. Our man DeCousier didn't have to start shotgun Charlie there. Actually starting up higher than I thought he would with the inversion, but DeCousier gonna roll off P8. Mr. Tisdale gonna roll off P9. Winner from last race, Matthew St. Germain, P10. And for some reason, Andrew Mickey is gonna roll off P11. Not sure what happened to him in race 1. I believe he may have not finished.
Yeah.
And Dan Garber, obviously, he had a start penalty that turned into a DNF. So
Yeah, it's kind of strange there.
yeah, not sure. I didn't keep up with Andrew, honestly. I thought he was motoring along pretty good, but
yeah, I thought he was good to go.
that's those Mickeys.
Here's Mecca.
There's another minute and 40 seconds left to go in this pace lap. So
Yeah, easily another minute and 40 or so. But yeah, so the track is very interesting looking at night because apparently they didn't put lights in this place.
we were like, we'll put a few, but we're not gonna NASCAR this all up and put them everywhere like Daytona. I kind of like it because it gets you more in a rhythm, and you kind of, you're just driving at night.
Yeah.
You got headlights.
Yeah, and the headlights on these GT3 cars work really well. We'll be keeping an eye out on that.
Can't wait to see when they start flashing them. So
yeah,
I mean, you can just tell the difference. Last week we were at Kansas at night, and kind of remember that one. It pretty much really wasn't even at night with all the lights they had. So it's a big difference here on these older tracks that haven't really upgraded to modern standards. So
it's fun.
But I love it. That's why it's Sebring.
But apparently, each of these cars equipped with black lights because you never know when you need a light switch rave party.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a safety reason behind that. Maybe so you can see your gauges, regardless if the light cluster goes out on the dash. I guess I don't. It's all digital anyway, though, isn't it? So
yeah, so
it just looks cool.
It does look pretty cool.
I believe these cars also have the LED strips on the doors as well, which you can choose the color here on iRacing for those. So
Indubitably.
one of those cool little things. I will say in real life, those are much brighter than they are here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know how you can really drive with it in the car because it bleeds across the windshield and everything. It's going to be a distraction. But regardless, here we go. Final corner. I'm going to light them up here and see who's going to get her did.
Yeah, for the last race, 2017 in the SCRS Series, Richardson's gone. Green flag's out. Let's see how it goes.
Now, curious to see here because Kurt, honestly, with the inversion, not a big field, not too far behind him. So if Kurt can clear these two machines in front of him here, he can maybe track down Justin.
Yeah, he's already up to P4.
Looking for P3 already. Oh, big mistake there by Hall.
He's going to be off and into the grass.
A little wing damage on that vehicle.
Now the two guys from race number 1 who's going to have the most work cut out for him. Well, 3 guys, excuse me. DeCousier, Tisdale, St. Germain. Tisdale, DeCousier have moved up a couple spots. St. Germain's still stuck back there in the 10th position. He is locked into battle with an Andrew Mika.
Yeah, he tried to go the long way around, but I believe he missed that chicane apex just a little bit.
But back up towards the front, Kurt Crumb's already made his way up to P3. And like Morris said, if he doesn't get around these cars quickly, he's not going to have as good of a chance to run down Richardson here.
Yeah, the more you, obviously, the more you lose in traffic, the worse it's going to be for you. So.
Indeed. And we saw in practice, Richardson was able to click off a 1 minute and 59-second lap time. So the pace definitely stepped up. But Kurt's got position here on the 6 car. Hung. Move Kurt up to, almost up to P2. He should clear him here. Move the 11 car to P2.
Yeah, 12 car followed him right through there. So he might lose another one to Bernie. Be a little outbraking maneuver here. Yeah, he's gonna get it done into the final corner here.
The final corner.
Such a long, sweeping bounce, like just rough corner too.
Indeed. Well, Richardson has gapped Kurt 2.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu. And wow, yeah, couldn't resist.
Clearly.
But yeah. And as we watch as Tisdale slicing and dicing his way through the field, gets around Brian Sawn there. He's right up to the back bumper of Dick Hoosier, who we've already crowned your 2017 Season 2 Amateur Class Champion.
Yeah, and he said he was pretty much going to take it easy, so we'll see. We'll see how he does on that one. Oh, looks like, oh, yep, 81 car. Mr. Hall again got stuck in the tires. Not the best night for him. Got the damage early in race 1 because of Dan Garber, and then already looped it around twice here tonight, so.
It's pretty crazy. We're working lap number 2 of 2.1 billion.
I tell you what, every time we do that second race, we're here for at least an eternity.
At least. Minimal.
Imagine 2 billion laps around here.
Yeah.
I don't know if the world can produce enough gas for that.
No, pretty sure we'll be out of time before that happens.
Might actually, the car will become like a fully electric car by the time you're done with the race. Actual upgrades to the car during the race. Oh, there goes to Kuja here, going around Ray.
Yeah, we're gonna hop on this roll bar cam to show you exactly what these drivers are looking at. Now they're
A lot of black.
They're definitely seeing a lot more light in the car than we're seeing out of it.
Yeah, good headlight package for sure.
Yeah, solid as a rock. But one thing that Kurt Crum can't see is pretty much the taillights of that one car.
No, well, he didn't put too much on that lap. What was it, 2.7 the lap before? It was only 2.8 this lap, so. Going the wrong way, though, if you're Kurt.
Yeah, total gap right now, 3.5 seconds back to Kurt Crum from the leader, Richardson.
Slow and steady there, maybe, and see if you can reel him in.
Indubitably. But further back, we got DeCousier has made his way up to the 5th position, and Tisdale following him closely. P6 right now, Morris.
Yeah, I mean, lap times are pretty consistent with these guys. Justin was in the low 2s, and so was DeCousier here, so I think, with it being night, everything's a little bit closer, I'd say, with setup-wise, but that makes it that much harder to make up any time. I think race 1 kind of let you see the tire wear come into effect. Not going to be a huge factor here at night. More of it is not missing your marks because you forgot what apex you were at kind of night. Not that I've ever done that.
You know, I didn't realize it, Morris, but we've got on track right now between DeKuyter and Tisdale. The Battle of the Canadians.
Yeah.
They are locked into Maple Leaf Battle.
Well, it was even a battle last time, the three-way, because Matthew St. Germain is also a Canadian.
Oh.
So it was a Canadian three-way. Don't see those very often.
No, I definitely don't. Had I known that, I probably would have videotaped it.
Got some good money on a certain website.
Yeah, you never know when you're going to get another one, so there it is.
It's like Andrew Mickey going to make the move into turn 1 around Brian Song. They're going to move him up to P8, or P9.
And the field has pretty much leveled itself out.
It's trying to, isn't it?
Indeed it is. Now, race number 1 winner in the Pro Class, St. Germain, has not been able to cut through the field like Tisdale and DeKuyter.
No, he's struggling just a little bit.
Now, Moore said it was about 5 laps before he found his mojo last time.
Yeah, unfortunately, you better find a lot more mojo this time, though, because he's already 11 seconds off the lead, almost 12. I mean, Justin's up there laying in a 1:59.6 last lap.
Holy shit.
So,
And flashing his
and-
brights.
and you hit a 2:01.3. Pack
Yeah,
her
so,
in there, Sally.
Apparently, he got his wheel back.
I guess. I mean, could you really tell a difference?
I know, I just blistering
I think,
everybody. It's-
honestly, I think he did better the other wheel, but who am I to judge?
Yeah, you know. Jesus. Speaking of Jesus, talked to him last week.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
we got a
state patrolman.
we got a car bag around backwards. I believe that's the 6 car of Hung.
Yes, it is.
But
Overdrove the final corner onto the back stretch. Yes, he did, and looping around, no harm, no foul. Our little Cubans all grown up there. Jesus, state patrolman for Florida. So go ahead and start speeding in Florida.
yeah, pretty interesting there. I asked him what's going to happen when he squeaks at his the first person he pulls over, but apparently he has made it all the way through puberty. Both testicles have in fact dropped. So nice to see that.
You were a little bit nicer than I was. I asked him, do they provide you with step ladders in the state patrolman, so when you walk up to the truck, you can actually see inside the door.
All right, we got Tisdale making the move around Bernie here. He does make that pass. Move Mr. Tisdale up to the 4th position. And he's got
putting him down there.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of ways to make up to Correa, but we'll see if he's able to do so.
Looking at lap times, probably. I'm not a betting man.
Morris, the good news is we don't have to question who's going to have the fastest lap award in this race.
No, not unless something crazy happens. So. That 1:59.6 is officially counted. So
Yeah.
sometimes if you get a 1x, that doesn't actually count in the overall results. So. And as I'm seeing it now, Kurt doesn't really have the pace.
No.
A tenth or two a lap, and then some laps it might be half a second.
No, that was definitely some brutality there.
Looks like Kuja got around Bernie as well, move him up to P5 overall.
We are 5 laps to go here at Sebring. We got Richardson out front, Kirkrum 2nd, Correa 3rd, Tisdale 4th, and DeKuyter rounding out your top 5.
Tell you what, Correa, if he can put the laps together, he might be able to hold off Tisdale. Because last lap he was about half a tenth quicker.
We will see how that goes.
So we'll see what he can do. Easier said than done, I know, but boy, those are some. I don't ever really look at the guy's I rating because sometimes it doesn't really matter. I rating's not everything, but those are some pretty high numbers in that top 3.
Yeah, I don't believe I have that on my screen. Oh wow. Top 4.
Yeah, especially that number 1 guy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it's a really stout. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to make that per month. Let's just say that.
Now, with that being said, though, Kurt Crum ain't looking too bad either there. The safety rating on that car, pretty outstanding.
Now, I don't know if you've taken a look at our favorite Mika and his number, but he's had a rough go.
Yeah,
And
I know. I'd
officials.
say, I'd pretty much say when you get to the point where you're lower than me, it's time to go back to ovals.
I didn't know he fell that far. That's pretty low.
I still got the A rank though, so looking pretty good there.
Oh boy. Meanwhile, you haven't missed anything up front. He's still dominating.
Indeed. And Kurt Crum's still a little over 3 seconds back.
Actually did put in the fastest lap last lap, but it was only not even a 10th quicker. So I believe we call that managing the gap if you're the 1 car. So
Mind the gap.
I still say our battle's going to be between the 12 and the 470 here coming to the end. There's not much pace between them, but he's just a little bit overall quicker than the 12. So
Just a smidge. And with 4 laps to go, that time coming to a close very quickly.
coming to a close like the end of the season, Wendell. It's hard to believe we're already there.
I know, at the same time.
It's like that happens every year. I don't know.
Allegedly. Retromonger in chat saying there can be only one.
Well, I mean, there's 3 Canadians in here, so there might be more than that.
I feel like there's definitely more than that.
No, there's only 3. Huh. Well, if Matt was here, there'd be 4.
Right. And since he's here in spirit, we'll count it.
Yeah, I believe he's putting up a Christmas tree, bribing people to come help him decorate it, but beer was not provided, so many people turned down his offer.
Absolutely.
And I'm not going to come decorate your tree and not get hammered, so. And if we're going to call it that a tree, then I got some pretty big trees out in the front yard. Because that was as big as shrubbery, so. I believe that's the, what is that, the Charlie Brown tree, you know?
We don't need any needles.
Tell you what, we might be shaping up for, can't believe this one, another 3-way as the 12 slowly getting caught by the 470, who has a bumper full of the 39 car, since I finally gave him a number now for Nikuja. I have our typical 3-way going here again. I'm a little sad no one's hit the pit wall at Sebring this year to flip over. I feel like that's something that has to happen every year. Maybe next time.
Indeed. But yeah, again, 3 to go out front. Justin Richardson, 3.5 seconds back from him. Kurt Crum. Correa still holds on to the 3rd place position. Our charging Tisdale coming up, as well as DeCousier, who has closed the gap back to the 470. So we'll see how all that goes.
Yeah, I don't know how he's going to play this one because that's actually, he's not racing the 470, but he's racing the 12 car. So, whew, as he pretty much bought the farm there in the final corner. It may not look that crazy, but it was a pretty sideways moment. It's one where you check your undies after that one there, Wendell.
Yeah, well, joke's on you because I don't wear them.
You have to buy a new pair of pants then.
Yeah, probably true.
It's on you, haha.
Well, it's 2 to go. And as foreshadowed, that 470 car has caught up with the 12.
Steak. Well, there goes that battle.
And that battle's over. All right.
I feel like I want to see Hoosier battle for this one. Like, come on, there's nothing on the line. You've got it all. Just battle for this what is this, P4? P3. Yeah, battle for that podium again. You can do it. I'm sure chat would want you to do it as well, so. Can tell you, we mentioned it earlier, but race 1 winner Matthew St. Germain, not the best race 2 here. Gonna probably finish P7. Just hasn't found the pace in that car like he was hoping for. So. Speaking of pace, still got the battle going on with our 2 men here, the 2 Canadians battling out for top honors here. And that's the coveted final spot on the podium, Wendell. So you only get one of those. Well, barring any catastrophic failure on that one car, he looks to have her in the bag with about a 3-second lead over America's favorite cab company, Kurt's Cab here. Her battle's still going to be Tisdale versus Hoosier here, though, because this is not over. Oh, that's all right, chat. There's no race for Tisdale. He's too far back to even catch Kurd, so. It'd be a straight-up battle for the win, not anything else, really. Or the battle for the final spot of the podium, I should say. Don't believe he's going to get it, though. No, I don't believe he's going to have enough run to catch that one. Regardless of that, we thought he was going to do it, Wendell, but from race 1 drama to race 2, going to be the winner. Your 2017 Pro Champion, Justin Richardson, going to bring home the W. Going to hold off the one and only Kurt Crum, and it looks like Tisdale, did he get that spot? No, the Hoosier grabbed it right at the end. Wow. What happened there? Oh, he pushed a little too wide in the final corner. Wow. before we count them at the end again. Back-to-back podiums for Kujar there.
Indeed.
Wow.
Well then.
Well, Wendell, it may have not been a boy, words are just freaking hard tonight, but it may have not been an exciting finish for the win like we saw last time, but we did see a last lap, last corner pass for third, so
There you go.
I mean that's kind of how it goes, I guess.
Way she goes sometimes.
Let's see if we can knock out this champion interview while we have him here. Well, Mr. Justin, it didn't go according to plan for race 1, I would assume. Some technical gremlins maybe there, but you definitely made up for it in race 2 and led flag to flag there.
Well, wow. BSS is here this week, so I've done some races in the Merc, so I was definitely ready to fight tonight. Because I usually don't get too much time to run laps, so felt good. Had pole, and I get in the car, and my wheel goes dead. My feedback. And I yelled at Antoine. I'm like, dude, my wheel's not working. And he's like, you better fix it. So I jumped out of my cockpit here, reset it, got in the car, or sat back down, and just in time to go for the start. And as I was getting out of my grid spot, I started spotting and I guess just disappeared. But race 2 was a lot of grip, and I thought there would be a few more people in front of us, or in front of me starting, but it was a good race between me and Kurt there to the end, just clicking off laps.
Yeah, it kept you pushing there. You couldn't settle in too much, but overall, obviously, the champion again this year. Overall, very dominant season. I think you and your teammate had what 2 or 3 straight 1 or 2 finishes coming into this week. So definitely something that put everyone on notice that you two were the guys to beat once again this season.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of Antoine. He faced some personal difficulties this year, and trying to get him back into the racing and stuff. I wanted him and liked him from our program up we're in our team, so invited him in, and he's actually had me scared a couple weeks more than Kurt. So hats off to him and how quickly he's bounced back. And this league's been fun, obviously, but more than that, just the competition. Kurt's somebody that I could be quicker, but I make one slip up and he's right back on my ass. So it's pretty good to have that and to work and improve myself, because he definitely doesn't let you have it easily.
Well, those taxi drivers, they're always all over the place. They're sticking in any hole they can find.
Yeah, his ass is chasing me like I didn't pay him or something.
Well, I mean, you were the Uber car that one time, I guess.
Maybe I'll show up next season with the lift paint.
Oh boy,
Only if the mustache is on the front.
that's true. Yeah.
So, and on the back, I can have a logo that says "Mustache Rides Anybody."
Oh shit! Look, that's a done deal. That's a wrap.
Well, guys, thanks for the season. It was good. Honestly, I wasn't too sure how it was going to go. I think basically I might have only won just based on the fact that Kurt didn't show up for more weeks than I did. I think he missed 2 or 3, and I missed at least 1, but I had a couple bad weeks as well, but the points counted. So I think that the way the points look is not true reflective on the competition, because I think Kurt and unfortunately Eric hasn't been able to be here the last couple weeks, or else I think it would have been a lot better of a finale a couple weeks than it was.
Yeah, unfortunately, some of that adulting stuff comes in the way, but regardless, you were still one of the guys to beat week in and week out. So congrats again on the back-to-back championships there, Justin.
Thank you. I guess you guys all have a Merry Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever you guys choose to
We
celebrate.
we prefer a Christmas Hanukkah.
I've never heard of that. Yeah, one of those. I guess now we can relax and drink some. Actually, my girlfriend has an eggnog for me with brandy in it already. I think I'll go start getting sauced up with that.
There it is.
You get sauced up already, Wendell. That must be nice.
Yeah, no, I have to wake up and do things tomorrow.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, sadly.
Let's see. Let me describe him so we can. I gotta feel like we gotta cap off with this one guy, Wendell. We didn't think we'd see him again, but it took till the final turn on the last lap. But he got the overall podium once again. Jonathan, how did it feel to steal that spot right then from Tisdale?
Oh man, I was so happy to see him sticking in the grass, but yeah, I was surprised. I had nothing for him.
We were dubbing it the battle for top Canadian tonight between you two.
Yeah.
As long as a Canadian got on the podium, I'm happy. Him or me.
Yeah, you two were marching pretty good through the field there. We're hoping we're going to see a battle set up between you and Correa, but it looks like he had a little off-track excursion there right in front of you guys. But like you said, overall, you got that position at the end when you needed it. So got to be pretty proud with back-to-back podiums again here to cap off the season.
Yeah, it's a good way to finish it for sure. I was just trying to reel him in and hope that there was enough time left on the clock when we got up to him. If Tisdale got by him, that I had enough time to do something, and I guess he went a little wide in that one corner and just opened the door for me to truck on through.
Well, he's consistent, Wendell. It's like that's what won him a championship or something. Just there every week.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I don't even know, but
Yeah, I'm not able to do that week in and week out. So.
For how
Well,
the
John,
season started, I'm very happy with how it ended.
yeah, I remember you had a couple rough weeks, especially I think Daytona was a little rough, but definitely definitely turned that around at a complete 180. Look forward to maybe seeing what happens next season, see what cars they want to tackle here in SCRS, and look forward to seeing if you're going to battle up for that championship again.
Yeah, hopefully. I think I'll be up in the pro division next season, and
There's a chance.
hopefully I can find another gear in that car because JR and Kurt are just gone.
Yeah, you're going to have to hope they get into each other a lot, and that'll open the door for you.
There is some pre-race praying.
Well, congrats again on the amateur championship there. Look forward to seeing what you do next season.
Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good Christmas and good holiday.
You as well, sir.
Well, Wendell, that's gonna be it. You can hit him with the fast lap, I guess.
Yeah, that's it. Fastest lap. Unchallenged. 1 minute 59.641 seconds belongs to none other than Justin Richardson. But results are on the screen. Thomas, this is our last broadcast of the 2017 racing season. It's kind of sad, but damn, it's been a long year.
I mean, for people who don't know, this has been numbers are hard, but this has been almost 90 races we've done this year.
Oh, right at it
in total. So it's good to get a little off time. We're gonna be down more than owned, I believe, next year, Wendell, but we'll see what we can soldier through and pick up some races here and there if we feel like it. But definitely been fun covering the SCRS events, a little break in action from the normal NASCAR stuff. So
it has indeed. Yeah, it's been at least 3 races a week since April.
And I said it in our 3-wide coverage. There's only been one guy, I think also myself, but there's only been one guy with me who's been here every week, and it's been our lovely cameraman and producer, Wendell. So
Hi.
You wouldn't see it without him. So it's been fun, Mr. James.
Well, thank you. It's been
challenging,
it's
but
been
it's
an
been
experience. We'll put it that way.
So your ISP is probably like, who is this guy and why is he using all this bandwidth 3 times a week?
Oh no, this is nothing
just
compared
for these
to
2 events.
This is nothing compared to the 10-hour streams we do over on the other platform. But that's neither here nor there. But
It's way over there.
Yeah, for OCR TV. I'm Wendell. That's Thomas. For the last time in 2017, we hope you have a good one.
Bye.